Hey again, Nico here from ShaktiMat. I hope by now you've had some positive experiences with your ShaktiMat and you continue to establish it into your daily self-care routine. If you're still struggling a bit with the sensation of pain as you lie down on your mat, don't worry about it, just keep going, and with time things will get a little easier. You should think about where you want to store your ShaktiMat, so preferably somewhere where you can easily see it. And also think about at what point of the day you can most easily free up time for your ShaktiMat session. A lot of users prefer to use their ShaktiMat right before they go to sleep. So it might be a good idea to place your ShaktiMat right between your bed and your side table. If you start to crave your ShaktiMat a little bit, congratulations, because that means you formed a new habit. But you may not be at that point yet. So here's a few facts about your ShaktiMat that may reassure you of the positive impact your purchase has already had. Did you know that the ShaktiMat is made of 100% organic cotton and it's ethically handmade? The filling is made of foam that is used for bedding, and the tips are made of ABS plastic, which is the same durable plastic that is used for Lego bricks for children. By choosing ShaktiMat, you're actually not just doing something for your own well-being, but also for the well-being of others, because ShaktiMat supports charitable initiatives and ethical crafts. So now it's time to get on the mat. To target the backs of your thighs, simply sit in front of your mat. Roll up a towel or maybe a blanket, you could also use a bolster, and place that underneath your ShaktiMat. Then place your hands behind your hips, maybe shuffle a little further forward until your hips are very close to the end of your mat. Place the feet on either side here. Then slowly place the legs on top of your ShaktiMat, or on top of that little hill here. And stretch the legs out alongside the mat. Lengthen your spine up a little bit. Keep breathing slowly and deeply. Engage your toes a little bit, and as you also engage your thighs here, you're going to sense how that is actually intensifying the position and intensifying the pressure on the back of your thighs. If you want a little more, you can then try to lift your heels off the ground. Again, keeping the toes engaged. And that is also really deepening the pose, intensifying the pressure even further on the back of your thighs. Stay here for as long as comfortable. Focus back on your breathing. And then slowly bring the heels back down to the ground. And to get out of that position, simply place the feet onto the sides of the mat and shuffle backwards a little bit. Now we're coming to the calves. To target the calves, keep one foot on the side of the mat. Maybe turn that foot slightly sideways here. And then stretch one leg out in front of you. So I'm using my right leg here. You want to place the calf here right on top of that little blanket hill. Engage your toes again. And stay here for a few rounds. To target the inside of your calf, you can then rotate your torso to the side. Placing the hands here to the left side in my case. And just kind of rolling around here a little bit, just seeing how that feels. And then to target the other side, simply move your hands to the other side. Maybe bringing the calf a little more to the center of the mat. And then rolling onto the external side of your calf here. If you want to add a little more pressure, you can place your foot on top of your calf, or maybe simply your other calf on top of your thigh, and that's adding more weight into that position here. And then to get out of that position, place both hands back onto the mat here on either side of the body. Place your foot back down and then slowly remove your leg from the mat. To target the fronts of your thighs, simply kneel in front of your mat. Then slowly come onto your knees and place your hands onto the other side of the mat. So you're in kind of a tabletop position here. Slowly walk the hands forward, slightly engage your core as you pivot the torso over the mat. And then slowly lower the torso down onto the ground so that your thighs are right above the mat. From here, you can then further lower down your chest and then place one hand on top of the other hand and maybe resting your forehead on top of your hands. Now try to relax here as much as possible. Keep focused on your breath. You can intensify that position and the pressure on your thighs by simply engaging the thighs a little bit. Now if that's a little hard to adjust to, you can also place your forearms on the ground and by that movement elevate the hips a little bit, and that's going to take a little pressure off your thighs. Feel free to engage the thighs here again just to find a bit more intensity in that position. And to get out of the position, place the hands back underneath your shoulders. Engage your core here a little bit. Press the hands firmly down and push yourself up. Coming back into tabletop position. Walk the hands backwards and then sit back onto your heels. If you have a demanding occupation or you lead a very active lifestyle, it's really common to sense some discomfort in the legs and the feet area. So runners, for example, really benefit from regular massage or targeted pressure in the areas of their legs and in their feet. And that way we soothe sore muscles, we keep the muscle tissue really soft, and we prevent injury that way as well. So the ShaktiMat really supports muscle restoration, especially after a tough workout. And remember, just as you can wear thin socks or a thin shirt to sort of reduce the intensity of your ShaktiMat session, you can also reduce the intensity of your ShaktiMat session on your legs. And you can do that by slipping a pillowcase over your ShaktiMat or place a sarong or a cloth between yourself and the mat. And by the way, pillowcases really do have kind of the perfect size to just pop your mat in there. So now I'd love to hear about your experiences with your ShaktiMat. Become part of our active acupressure community online and join our Facebook group. You can find the link right below this video. The next video will be focused on the neck and the shoulder area, which is another common problem area in our modern lifestyles. Stay tuned and I'll see you next time.